Hey Goal Digger, Kimberly Olson here, back for another episode of #GetLit, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes. And to be uber productive, we're gonna talk about how to get more done in less time. How can you really skyrocket your productivity to get 10x results in less time? It sounds like a dream come true, right? Well, the really cool, interesting thing is I have been able to make 4 times as much money this year alone than I did last year, working about half the time. So I have gone through this myself. I'm going to teach you everything that I've done in this episode, so stay tuned. So the burning question is, how do you do it, right? How do you actually get more done in less time? How do you skyrocket your productivity? Well, this is the thing that's gonna shift everything for you. And you know it, but are you doing it? So it's not only knowing, which we'll get into the know-how, but it's the doing, right? It's the discipline to follow through. Characters develop when you do what you do when no one's looking, right? Well, your ability to be uber productive is going to be developed when you do what you said you were gonna do long before the excitement has passed, right? So right now you're looking at your calendar and you're like, okay, I need to plan out my content for the week or whatever it may be. Stopping and planning out your content for the week or whatever it might be. So it's that discipline to actually follow through. How to do less to skyrocket your productivity is going to come from your MMAs or money making activities. So what we tend to do is we tend to fake work, right? We tend to scroll on social. We tend to play around in Messenger, have chats back and forth with no direction in those conversations, or we're messing around on Canva for 2 hours and we're like, oh, I made one graphic, high five, right? It doesn't work that way. In order for you to get traction and to increase the productivity, you've got to get laser focused. You need to know before the day starts, what are you going to accomplish that day? What are you going to tackle? What is going to move the needle in your business? So when I was early 20s, I had my first office within Vector Marketing, which is part of Cutco Cutlery. I was a district manager. I had staff, I had employees, I had a lease, an office lease, we built out the lease, all these things, okay? And I'll never forget when I was in the training for that, they said, if you want to take out the garbage, that's not going to make you money. Somebody else needs to take out the garbage. You need to do the things that are going to make you money, okay? You need to be doing interviews. You need to be doing group trainings, right? You need to be flyering on campus and get those ads out there. That was going to make me money. It was going to bring people in that I could close and get into our training programs, okay? So for you, all day, every day, constantly be asking yourself, is this a money-making activity? Okay, now you might have to switch hats, like Addison's here right now. Elise will be here any minute. I need to switch hats after this video. So I'm all in with my family. I'm giving them 110%. I'm not trying to, do a YouTube video and handle that and, do all these things. You got to do one thing at a time to be productive. Multitasking is a myth. It's the biggest misnomer out there, okay? Pick one thing at a time. But what you need to do constantly is say, with that little bit of time that you do have, because I know everybody is so busy, especially a lot of you at the time of this recording have kiddos home. When you think about that little bit of time you have, what is gonna move the needle in your business? It's often the thing that you're putting off. It's often the thing you're afraid of. It's often the thing that you're resisting. So if you can get that discipline, you can start developing that discipline, that muscle, right? That grit, tenacity, perseverance, the character it takes to be authentic in the way that you're showing up in your personal life with your family, in your business, wherever you are. When you can start to really get honest with yourself, okay, going live right now would be the most productive thing that I could do, because I know I always strike up great conversations when I go live. I know that by going live, I'm offering value, right? I'm offering value to my audience. I know when I go live, I'm able to put out some great content, and it gives me a way to follow up with people who interact with the live. Getting that personal branding out there, building up that know, like, and trust factor. It takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes. These are less than 10 minutes to do a video, guys. Think about the little pockets of time in your day. But what happens is a lot of times is people are reacting. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no plan. There's no strategy. They're just fumbling around. Like I said, fake working, scrolling on social media, right? What is the plan? Know what you're going to do each day. Plan out the week. Dial it down for the day. Tell yourself, okay, and this is like ace in the hole right here, okay? Have your list in front of you. So when you get that 10, 15 minutes of time that you didn't plan on, or maybe you're like, okay, cool, this meeting's done. Now I'm on this next thing. Look on that list, put it in order of priority and say, that one first on the list. If nothing else happens today, that. If I get that done, that's going to move the needle more than the other 9 things combined. When you start thinking like that, you will start to leverage your time. You will increase your productivity. You will work less, so you will have more energy to give 110% to the things that matter. If you're feeling exhausted, if you're feeling depleted, if you're feeling overwhelmed, those are all things that can be avoided by getting really clear, by being intentional, thinking ahead, and constantly asking yourself, what is the most productive thing I can do right now? What is those money-making activities? What are the things that are going to move the needle? What are the things that are going to get me the results that I want? If you feel fearful, run towards that. If you feel some procrastination kicking in, grab my book, The Art of Self-Discipline. You can get it on Amazon. Grab that book, okay? We've got to overcome that productivity or the procrastination and bad habits, guys. If you really want this, like you're like, no, I am in. Tell me you're in below. Let me see it. I'm watching you. I watch every single comment on here. Tell me I'm in. Okay, if you're in, you're like, at the time of this recording, you guys were wrapping up 2020. Depending on when you watch this, it could be years later. Tell me you're in. I am in, okay? I'm totally in. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm all in. If you are all in, it's time to man up. It's time to say, okay, I'm gonna look that fear in the eye and I'm gonna run towards it. I'm gonna look that challenge in the eye, I'm gonna give it a little wink, okay? I'm gonna look at the things that are destructive, those bad habits, and I'm gonna break those bad habits. I'm gonna be a force to be reckoned with, okay? I'm gonna show up like a boss every single day because my goals, my dreams are that important to me. Productive people are people with goals. Productive people are people with clarity. Productive people are people who have a clear vision of where they're at now, where they need to go, and the path to get there. So for yourself, if you're sitting here like, oh, I don't have a clue, you got to get a clue. I can't get your clue for you. You have to do the work. You can't hire someone else to do your push-ups. You got to do your push-ups when it comes to building your dream life, mapping that out, and then obviously getting the plan in place. So I'm here for you, obviously. I'm actually going to drop a link below, Goal Digger University. Come into our membership group. We have so many tools and resources. I train every single week and we break down our skill sets. Each month we tackle a new one. I'd be happy to work with you inside of that community. Let's just start there. So I'll put that below for you guys. And bottom line, you can do this. You can become more productive. You can skyrocket your productivity by working less, by implementing these steps. So if you love this video, make sure you subscribe. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and take a screenshot, throw it in your stories, and tell me your favorite part. Tell me your favorite part about this video. Tag me on Instagram at The Goal Digger Girl, and I will give you a Goal Digger shout out. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.